Hi, I'm Po Kwan.
And I'm Melissa. Welcome to Point Blank.
Yes.
Tonight we'll be talking about the rising credit card debt in Singapore, which looks set to worsen during the economic recession. But what's causing cardholders to default on payments, and how are they to rein in their spending?
Well, we've invited a few guests to join us in the studio to help shed some light on this issue. So first we have Ms. Tan Huey Min, Assistant Director at Credit Counselling Singapore. And we also have Melissa Chua and Diana Seicheng, both NTU students who are part of the Generation Clear team. And they've run a campaign to enhance credit literacy amongst the youths in Singapore. And they're going to tell us more about this campaign later.
But before we start, we'd like to show you a short video clip on recent credit card statistics in Singapore. So let's take a look.
It's handy and convenient to have, but these tiny pieces of plastic could be a recipe for disaster. Credit card debt in Singapore is ballooning. Debts have shot up by about 35% over the past 2 years. In fact, last December, the debt hit an estimated $3.4 billion. That's the highest for that month in 20 years. Fueled by wanton spending, credit card rollover balances, which are the unpaid amounts that are subject to interest charges, have been climbing steadily. In the period from August 2007 to August 2008, it went up by $296 million to $3.3 billion. That's a threefold rise from the $94 million increase recorded in the preceding 12 months. According to a Straits Times article published a few months back, job-related causes was listed as the biggest factor that drove consumers into debt, with overspending the main culprit in most cases. But the rising debt could also be due to more people owning credit cards. The number of credit cards issued in Singapore has nearly doubled, from 3.5 million in 2004 to 6.16 million cardholders now. It's not unusual for borrowers to have 6 credit cards and 6 credit lines. This means someone with an income of $3,000 a month can get a credit of up to $72,000. But that will no longer be the case, as the Monetary Authority of Singapore has revised the rules on credit cards. Since March 1st, individuals earning at least $30,000 annually can only get a credit limit of up to 4 times their monthly income in credit or charge card and unsecured credit facilities from each financial institution. With the tighter rules, perhaps this could be a measure to prevent more credit card debt, but dizzying debts can chalk up incredibly fast. And in this economic downturn, lose your job, get a pay cut, or even a divorce, and your current debt situation can turn pretty ugly.
Okay, before we start off, I'd just like to clarify, with the new changes that kicked in on March 1st, I think it's more like you can get a credit card. Usually, previously, you can get a credit card with 2 months, your monthly limit, and 2 months for your credit line. And now you can get 4 months on your credit card and then nothing for your credit line. So it's just 4 months of your monthly income for everything.
Yeah. But probably to me, it's still a lot of money. It's like I'm earning 2K, but I can, borrow up to 8K from the different banks, right?
Yeah.
So, let's start with some cases that probably Ms. Tan can share with us. In the, recent recession, so have you seen a spike in the number of cases of people who run into credit card debts?
Yes, we do see more people coming in for help since, I think, second half of last year. In fact, if we compare first half of 08 and second half of 08, the number has increased easily by 30% or more. Seeking assistance from us.
Okay. And you think that's going to get worse with the recession?
Probably.
Okay.
So what are some of the reasons, as to why they turn to credit counselling for help? Is it because of job losses?
Of course, I suppose some of them could have, lost their job. Perhaps some of them suffer pay cuts. Or perhaps they are not the one who is unemployed, but perhaps the family member is, and from 2-income family to 1-income family is going to be a big problem. And of course it could also be because they are more aware of our assistance, that's why they are turning to us for help, which previously they didn't know where to turn to. Yes.
Okay. So what are some of the reasons? Is it because they overspend on certain items, like big ticket items?
It doesn't have to be big ticket. Okay.
So accumulation of all the small expenses.
Yes. It could be, the person's has been earning 2,005 but leading a lifestyle of 3,000 or 3,005. Okay, one thing. One common thing that we see among some young peoples, young as in 30 and below. They tend to chalk up debts through keeping a car. Because once you have enough to get a loan for a car, and especially the young men, they will go and get a car, and to them is that I spent $300-400 on my transportation. What is another $200? Just pay $600 for monthly installment. But the thing is that it's not just a monthly installment for the car. The car needs petrol, and the petrol will be a few $100s, and if you stay in HDB, you need to have a parking lot.
That's right.
And you need to pay road tax to use the road. And you can't renew your road tax unless you pay for your car insurance. And being young, your car insurance is not going to be cheap. Okay. On top of that, if you don't want your car to fall sick, so-called, you have to maintain it. Twice a year, you need to service it. And let's put it this way, when you have a car, you don't stay home. Okay? So you travel more, you travel further, you will drop your friends off, you buy more things, because now you have a car to dump everything. So, this type of costs just add up. So it can be quite an amount. In other words, if you want to keep a car in Singapore, even a mid-sized car, 1.5, 1.6 litre, you're easily talking about, $1,300 to $1,500 per month. If you really set aside this money to pay for your road tax, insurance, and everything else. You're looking about that sum of money. Okay, and then of course when you start going out late, you go clubbing, you go further, it's added cost. The other reasons that we see for younger people is gambling. It's also quite a common issue among the younger ones. It's commonly cited reasons, overspending, gambling, and
is it
job related.
Online gambling?
It can be online gambling. It can be soccer betting.
That's true. Okay.